Welcome to Inside Scoop. I'm Sarah Raggi.
And I'm Erin Parak.
Today we're going to show you a very super simple recipe for our chia seed pudding.
Yeah, so our power porridge, you guys loved our power porridge, so we thought we would show you something that is, like Sarah said, super simple with 4 ingredients, including salt. So we are going to put this whole thing together, but first of all, Sarah, what are chia seeds?
Chia seeds, actually, chia is a Mayan word for strength, and I find that very interesting because chia seed is actually the perfect food. There's protein, there's healthy fat, there's 5 times the calcium of milk. It is literally an incredible seed and superfood. And there's so many different ways to eat it. It's a pre-workout snack, it's breakfast, it's dessert. It is literally the everything food.
Yep, and an interesting about chia seeds too is that they absorb 9 to 12 times their weight in water, which is why we make things like pudding with them. Because like for me personally, I can't eat just raw chia seeds if I sprinkle them over something because like I said, they absorb that much water. So if you don't soak them in something like milk beforehand and make a pudding, they're going to absorb whatever water is in your body, leaving you to,
slow digestion
down.
Yeah.
So that's why we soak them. And also it's great for hydrating for like a workout, like you said.
Yeah. For marathon runners or long distance runners, like a chia pudding before a workout, it keeps you hydrated. Again, it gives you fat, it gives you protein, it gives you calcium. It's literally a big bang for your buck kind of food.
Definitely. So really, like we said, super simple. I find chia pudding is kind of a make it and then adjust the recipe to your liking. So the base ratios for this are 1.5 cups of liquid. In here we have macadamia milk. You could also use a light coconut milk, almond milk, whatever you have going. And then we have 1/3 cup of chia seeds, which is a little over 5 tablespoons, some vanilla extract for flavoring, and a pinch of salt. So this is kind of the base recipe. Sarah, do you ever sweeten your chia pudding?
So you can or you don't have to. You can sweeten it with maple syrup, honey. You could do it with stevia. I actually like mine a little savory, so I just make it plain like this, and then the toppings are kind of the fun part. There's so many different toppings you can add. You can add blueberries, you can add coconut, walnut, goji berries. If you want something a little bit more savory, you can do lemon zest, cinnamon. I mean, you can even add ginger. Really, like the sky's the limit.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, if you wanted to make it chocolatey, you could add cacao powder or cacao nibs. Which would also kind of add a little different flavor.
Yeah, so to meal prep this, which is why we love this recipe, because you can make it on a Sunday night and then you have it sort of as a really quick, easy breakfast to have all week. And you'll notice here, see it's already kind of getting a little thick. So I add the chia seeds and you wanna make sure you really whisk or it's gonna clump up on you. So I whisk it leaving it on the counter for maybe a good 5 minutes while the chia seeds start to gel. It happens really fast. And then I'll put it into my Tupperware container and let it sit overnight. And then you get this amazing, I'm gonna show you over here. See, this is our little meal prep container. And this was made with coconut milk. And you could really thin it, if you wanted to. This is kind of the texture that I like personally.
Yeah, everybody's different. When we created this recipe, we like it a little bit thicker, but some people will call and say, it's too thick, I'm not loving it. Yeah. So just add more liquid. It's just to your liking.
Yeah, and then we have, like Sarah was saying, all of our little toppings here. Some of our favorites are lemon zest and blueberries, shredded coconut if you want to sort of enhance the coconut flavor, cacao nibs, goji berries, walnuts, some cinnamon. I really like the crunch, adding a little crunch or texture to the chia pudding, because otherwise it's a little one note. But that's really the beauty of it, and why we're all big on the meal prepping is you make the basic recipe and then you have all these different ways to jazz it up. So by Thursday you're like, more chia pudding.
I've actually also added like a hemp-based protein powder or a plant-based, any of your plant-based Sun Warrior, Vega, whatever you use to this as well, and it adds more protein.
Yeah.
So that is it. Enjoy your chia pudding, and thank you for following us, and we'll see you next time on the Inside Scoop.